Hello and welcome back to Starmade, my friends. My name is Rabenschild and we are on the Squadron server. We're inside my station. I had already a bit of stuff recorded, but I kind of scrapped it because I was not really satisfied with it. And so uh, I had to show something else, but I will just restart here in the station and show you the other thing that I'm working on bit later, maybe not in this episode, maybe one of the episodes down the line. So I'm working in the station. I did some more work with the roof kind of on my own because I wanted to cut out this for my new ship kind of project. I thought it would be neat to have a shipyard, something where I can dock the ships in and then use my crane design that I have in my main ship and use it to move the ships while I'm working on them, so that I can don't know have the ships close to the station, work on them, and then move them out. The bigger they are getting and all that stuff, and do that also for don't know ships that got damaged, something like that. We will we will see what we can what we can make there. I have I have some ideas that we could utilize, and we will have to see what possibilities we still get from StarMate for that. So let me go into a build block. By the way, there's the jump shuttle, the dropship. I still need to finish that. I didn't do the floor design by now, but I'm still working a bit on it, and I'm trying to optimize the energy output and shields and jump capabilities. I would like to have a ship with really fast jump capabilities. Maybe I will also add an overdrive. I will have to see how I can fit that all in there. My build method is sometimes hinders me with that, because you could build these ships from the inside out, kind of, at a lot of stuff that you want to have, and then kind of design the outside. I want to do that differently here. We recently, I think, had a discussion in the chat about that, how to build ships. Some prefer the inside out method. I'm more for, okay, I want to have this design, I want to be inspired by this design, and then I start the insides of it. The same that the same kind of I did with this ship, and I'm still working on it. So let me show you for a second what other things I made around the station. I'm adding a ring here that will be later kind of flow into the main platform in this form. So ring, 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 so that I have that's the underside, but I will call it anyways, raised up area on the underside where I can add turrets to it. And I don't know if I showed that to you, but I did that here, and I'm upgrading the power system still. I kind of decided on how I want to have the bottom and the top side. On the top side, I want to add. I saw a nice thing on DeviantArt that inspired me there, with some spires on top and maybe some launchers or some towers on top. And on the bottom side, I also want to have a spire kind of going down. And this spire will also be a way to dock to the station. So I have the idea to make the spire so that ships can dock on two sides of it or so, so that ships can fly close to it and then use the universal docking system to dock there. Okay, and on this slide, again, I told you in the stuff that I didn't record or so, I told you that I would do that, but now I can just say it. I kind of worked out more of the roofing here. I closed the gaps that are in here up to a certain point. For the rows down here, I went to, I think, there, and for the rows up here, I went, you can see that, up to there. Mirrored it to the other side because I wanted to finish this before I cut something out here. Because if I would kind of cut this out here, mirror it, and then start to work on the other side, it would fill this in here too, and I didn't want to have that. So my first idea for this shipyard will be that we add the crane system. So we will add a system up here where we can hook up a crane to, kind of the same thing we have inside the ship, but bigger, that can move along a track, and where we can kind of dock in the ship and then move it on this crane and move it closer or farther away from the station, work on it, and the bigger the ship gets, it goes farther out. And to the same track, we could try to add a system for maybe some auto repair or something like that. Later, I will not do that this time, but maybe some auto repairing feature that could work out too. We will see. On both sides, maybe. I'm not sure. We will we will have to see. Good. Okay, I think I will start with the setup of the crane arms here and set the rails in place, and then I will come back to you. So we have made our construction here. This is kind of the the frame that holds the ship in. And the next thing we need to do is we need to build the crane, the thing that kind of where the ship hangs in, and this will be a relative easy construction. By the way, I'm doing that out of yellow blocks here because, again, I want to bring a bit of color into my station, and at the moment I'm roughing that out. So this again is a work in project. It will change, and I will tweak it over time. For example, while building and while being finished, I thought maybe a second one of these would be good. Something from maybe up here to down there, so it looks a bit more sturdy. And what we'll do now is we will fix the rail docker to it, and then we will make a brace around this rail, and then we have to see where the middle of the whole thing is. So let's see if we can do that. We need to go over there, and the easiest the easiest way to go over there is, I think, with the ship. So let's take this ship. It's much easier to if we would fly over there with as astronaut now, whoa, that would take ages. Come on. And undock. And with the ship we can also see the size of it. I'm at the moment not even sure if I'm really satisfied with the length. One of these should be around 250 meters in length. I should be able to dock the main ship in there, but I am absolutely not sure if that is really the case. One thing I definitely need to build here is a control room for this. I will do that on top here, and maybe also as a viewing area where we can see from the inside how the ship is built and all that stuff. We will see. Okay, let's get a core. Let's get in the core, add the docker to it. It is already on the hotbar. Okay, let's get it so in there. One thing I have not done now is setting up the movement controls. It's moving already, so we should change that. Okay, we will do it down here. Set another build block up down here. No, undo that build block. And we need one that is pointing into that direction, one that is pointing into that direction, and one that is pointing into that direction. And then we can just say we need one activator. Come on, we go with a button here. So button, button, button. And now C, shift this, shift V is that, by the way, just so you know, to kind of all the same blocks will be then activated or will be taken by the block here. So now we can be sure that we can bring it back. Okay, that's happening. I want to have it here so I can build there. Build on it, and that will take a moment. So let's see what we need. I want to build a huge brace above that. On the brace will be a control room too, so that we can move the ship from a control room out. So the next thing we could do is we could add some wireless logic modules just to add that for now. So this we could add it just to this. Could add it just to this. No, we can. I played a bit of Minecraft in the last days, and so oh no, no. And so my sense for how to build stuff, I'm trying to do that with the right mouse button, and that's not possible. Oh, come on, this thing is slow, and it will just get slower. So later we will also add some speed controllers, but I can do that on my own. My wife showered, and now she's blow drying her hair. That's. I hope that does not come up in the microphone. Oh, by the way, at the moment I'm looking at microphones, and I hope that I found some that I can really use. So here will be the logic room. Maybe I can add a viewing room up here or something like that. I'm always thinking into the future, kind of to see what other stuff I want to add here. So viewing rooms. Behind this will be a hangar too for maybe maybe some vehicles that are used to build ships in open space, EVA vehicles and all that stuff. I think it can just stay there. So let's press this button. It should stand still right now. It does. Good. So we can start to build. And what I first want to do is I want to traverse this gap. Let me out of here. Traverse this gap, and then we need to find the middle. I say, okay. Good. This whole thing will be very slow. Mass enhancers could be, will be added later. So I hope that I found the middle here right now. We will see. I will need to do a lot more work, and I don't want to bore you with all the work. I just wanted to give you kind of the raw concept here. So what I can do now is I can set it to... Oh. Yes? Okay. And now we can control that again. Okay, it is the middle. Good thing. Now I can just start to build in there. What I want to do is I want to give a bit of space between the middle thing here and the rail I want to add in there. So you can see that the ships later will hang in these in this rail here, and Then I have a stable platform that I can build the ships on, kind of. I might even make it so that this goes up a bit. I'm not sure yet how I want to have it, how I want to have the looks of this thing. I'm I'm it's really hard to decide on that. It needs to be stable looking, and it definitely needs a bit of ruggedness. So it is a work platform, but on the other hand, I don't want it to be too fat and too big, so that don't know the ships that I'm building in it look small and not really. I'm not sure. The crane doesn't need to be a lot bigger than the ship I'm ultimately building with it. So here I kind of want to have a tip where this is hanging in. So I can leave the middle unfilled, kind of. It's hard to do, and I will do that off camera. You see that I'm always getting, I'm always starting to be quiet when I'm building stuff like that. But I showed you the rails on the outside. You don't need another rail on this side, so there's just the gray stripe in there to have it at least a bit symmetrical here. For something like this, symmetry is completely okay with me. So I will work a bit more on this, and then in the next episodes I will show you the result of this, and uh, kind of maybe even start a new ship. I'm eager to build new ships now, and that is why I want to start this, and maybe even finish that before I finish some other parts. Okay, people, this was a buildy, a bit quieter episode. By the way, sorry that I couldn't make videos in the last week. I was busy and not in the mood. But now we are hopefully back building ships, building stations, and all that stuff. Good people, I hope you liked the episode. If you liked it, then please leave a like, and I hope to see you in the next episode. See ya, guys.